Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Red Markets, the finale, the campaign finale of Cooper County Wars. As the casualties they done arrived, and we gotta go shoot them, or they'll eat us. That's how it works. That's what we've been building up to. So, yay, we made it! We made it.
And you're rich as fuck. So.
Now I just spent all my money.
All right.
Yeah.
You all.
We foolishly wasted all our money.
You're all demigods.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll find out. But anyway, we're doing a new type of vignette.
Well, first, why don't you and Aaron go ahead and lay out what Deacon and Darlington's retirement, or war profiteering looks like. So
okay.
So yeah, who's got the better idea? Who wants to jump in first?
Darlington, do you want to go?
Aaron?
Yeah. So, okay. I know I actually remember what the retirement plan originally was from. The basic idea for Darlington was to make the shaft a little more indispensable to Ubik, because in addition to that's like what they would use for the Ubik actual satellites. They discovered a cache of unactivated box satellites that were still in low orbit, and it's somehow not burned up already, and were reestablishing communications with that. So they were using that to basically make the shaft an outside satellite station for Ubik City and the Moths to get them into.
Yeah. Like a combination server hub relay. Yeah,
exactly. To basically make them more indispensable, so they will be more willing to have goods and services come through the shaft.
Well, I'm sure all that bounty you threw into the extra hardware and making handshake connections with the Moths is all paid out, and if the shaft it still exists in 24 hours, absolutely, you will be one of the new hubs, and I'm sure being this close to the Mississippi River won't have any backlashes whatsoever upon your community at all.
None whatsoever.
Awesome. Deacon, how about you?
It's been established in canon. The GM said so no repercussions. Great. No. No backsies. So the Deacon's obviously going to try and establish a permanent Reformed Church of the Black Math, because Black Math needs to be put on a more sustainable route if it's going to continue, because there seems to be a real martyr complex among Black Math faithful, and they kind of need to sustain themselves. This is not a sprint; it's a marathon. So basically putting sermons and things online, recruiting other people to be full-time priests for it, and building a network of reform Black Math. You don't have to spend all of your time killing casualties. You gotta take care of yourself too, because think about the other half of the equation.
That's crazy talk.
No, it's not.
Absolute crazy talk.
Well, this is just what I believe, man. It's the Reformed Church of the Black Math. We're never going to win if we put our side. We'll find out.
It's a fad. It's a total fad. It's never going to catch on.
That's what they said about Protestantism. Yeah. My 99 theses, all of them tattooed on casualties, nailed to, I don't know, a chain link fence somewhere on another enclave. Yep.
Now nailed to a drive-in movie screen.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I like that.
I think someone might think you're cutting into their calling card there on that one.
That's what I've been doing the entire campaign.
Excellent. All right. Well, we know what you're all fighting for there. I mean that, and not being a shambling corpse along with everyone you possibly care about. So with the upcoming war rules, while the dream vignette that accompanies standard Mr. Joel's is still potentially relevant and totally usable if markets decide they want to. I thought maybe something more pertinent, since technically war campaigns don't inherently end in a air quote retirement. Like, you guys aren't 1%ers, heading off for the for the recession and whatnot. You guys are war profiteers, and that's what you're getting out of this. Is you're taking a big step up, in your respective communities or whatever's left once it's all done. So we have a new vignette. It is called The Morning Before. The Morning Before is a popular trope of fiction depicting soldiers pondering the greater mysteries of existence before facing their fate on the battlefield. This is grossly over-exaggerated and romanticized, but it does actually display the innate boredom of actual warfare and the dangers of being hyper-vigilant when there are no external stimuli to focus on. So, the concept behind this, for what you guys are all going to get to do here, you do describe what you're doing to prepare for the oncoming battle. You don't have to take too long on this, but you get a little detailed about where you are, what you're doing. When you notice something small, it could be a detail, movement, some actual thing like like an item or an object, or a creature or whatever. None of that matters. What matters is like, it needs to catch your attention, and it needs to not be part of what you're doing. So like, if Dakka is sharpening his bayonet or feeding 40 millimeter rounds into a bandolier on his whatever tack gear he runs around, and I haven't really got a good sense of what Dakka actually looks like at this point. It shouldn't be, that's a nifty smiley face someone drew on my, like not something like that. It should be something not what you're doing. Like, oh, a moth just landed there, fascinating, and then stream of conscious type of thing, right?
Okay.
At which point I'll jump in and kind of like, shuffle you along down this, down through the never. And yeah, it'll as most things do in red markets, it's probably not going to go super pleasantly, but that's inherently what's going to happen. And then obviously you'll get your self-control to see kind of how you take to it as you kind of snap out of the spiral, and you'll get your healing, and yeah, we will move along from there. So who wants to give this a try first? I know this is definitely a left field kind of thing. That's definitely an abstract concept, but yeah, who's up for it? David, do you want to do it?
I got it. Oh yeah,
you got it. All right, go ahead. What's
so actually, like? Dakka's Morning Before is slightly different than you were thinking.
Okay.
All of my gear is actually all ready to go. Like, he did that before bedtime last night. So this morning is actually enjoying a good meal. Like, there is the chance that some of us are not going to make it back. So I've actually gone into the stockpile and found the Bisquick. I'm making pancakes. Actual pancakes for breakfast.
Okay.
And just remembering, just thinking back over my life ever since the blight started, the life with the sister, and realized that, this was something that mom taught me. Actual mom, not the sister. And
awesome.
While I'm flipping the flapjacks, I am going to notice, just a quick glance over, I'm going to see Sister Gladys, and I'm going to realize for the first time that, some of the spots on her that aren't tattooed, like her hands, they don't look like black math hands. They look like an old lady's hands. The skin is a little bit loose. There's liver spots. Actually taking a look at her hands as she's sitting and waiting for her flapjacks, she's actually old. There's a pretty good chance she's not going to survive today for two reasons. One, there's a pretty good chance they're going to come at her on the left side. And we all know that her left side is the eye that God took away, because she's still got her right eye, her shooting eye. But there's always the chance that instead of going down in a blaze of glory, today just might be the day. That today might be the day for the stroke. Today might be the day for the heart attack. Today might be the day for, what do old people actually die of when the blight isn't a factor? Do I even remember? When was the last time I saw somebody die from natural causes? Oh, flapjacks are burning.
Awesome. Yeah, give me a self-control check. Let's see if you catch the flapjacks burning or not.
Nope.
Oh. Nope. That's very much a nope. They are. In fact, those old hands kind of, wake up, boy. It says you realize you're inhaling smoke. And not like the good kind, like the, burning flesh under roiling, petrol smoke. No, that's just burnt good food gone to waste smoke. Yikes. But yeah, go ahead and heal up your calm, David. That was actually fantastic. I didn't need to do anything there. Loved it. I genuinely loved that. Awesome. All right. So who else? Who wants to try the next one? Who wants to give it a crack next?
I can.
All right, Deacon. What does his morning look like?
Deacon's on a borrowed laptop, frantically transcribing handwritten notes for the last sermon, in case it doesn't make it to carry on the faith.
Ross, are you David Koresh?
No, I mean, like, we are about to be attacked from a powerful outside force.
I know. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, go.
I do believe. So the probably what happens is he hears a bird singing outside and looks over and sees there is a bird on the windowsill. And so he looks into the eye of the blue jay and thinks of looking at the eye of, and then just flashing back to seeing the eye of the rhino. Because even after it slammed into him, he could see it he looked at it eye to eye, and how he couldn't bring the gun up to it, because how could he do anything like that? Because even though he was a man of faith, like, Deacon was a hypocrite. When it really mattered, he broke his own rules to shoot that civilian back at Lake of the Ozarks so he could get away. He just thinks back to that level of hypocrisy. How could anyone believe in him when he couldn't believe in his own faith? And that guilt coming up at the rhino, and blight doesn't infect animals. It only infects humans. It only turns humans. We're the thing that's wrong. We're the thing that's bad, but we can't just all kill ourselves. We have to, this is our penance for what we've done. This is why everything has happened, because we're the ones who are being punished. But it's not just a punishment. It's a test. And, those are just fancy words, because I'm the one who screwed up. Deacon is the one who screwed up. I'm and just going back and forth, until, Billy.
Well, yeah, no, give me self-control check. Yeah, no, he's going. Yeah, he's going for it. Well, you guys are getting out of the way now.
Mm-hmm. That's another crit failure, by the way, for the listeners.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Ross, go ahead and heal your 3 columns. We're going to come back around to you, though.
Okay.
Daddy Deacon, why are you screaming at the bird?
Maddy, dear.
I would be screaming. I would be like, are you done with the laptop? You haven't moved in 5 minutes.
You got your idea, Matt? So you want Aaron?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah?
I'm gonna say, the morning will start. Delta is playing with Roger, like the the grown-up puppy that can now defend itself, can now help in battle, attack, etc., etc. But it's still at heart just a puppy. It's just a cute little dog. And we're doing this near the falconry because we've gotten all the falcons ready and set. And suddenly one of the falcons makes the falcon noise, kind of like an eagle, but not. And I look over and I think of 17 and how we lost them last time, and how I was actually able to honor 17 by giving it a brief burial and kind of mourning, and how we never got that chance with Dexy. We simply just drove past and we couldn't honor our friend. And how today there's going to be a lot of people we're going to lose, probably, and there's not going to be time to honor them either.
Brilliant. Go ahead, give me your self-control roll.
Come on, not a crit failure.
All right.
Hey!
Not a hat trick. So go ahead and take your call. How does Delta kind of come back from that in a positive way, though? Like, kind of like, but.
I think, yeah, but sadly, like, the loss of them made us believe in ourselves more. We've now done things we were too scared to before. Like, we were pretending just to be a scriptwriter because we couldn't go out in the field to be a medic, to be a taker, to do that. And we were forced to step up. And we're no longer relying on other people. We are helping others as best we can.
The natural state of existence is evolution. It's live, die, repeat. Like things die, they feed other things, which grow up to die to feed other things, and so on and so forth. Yeah, no, it's very karmatic. All right, Aaron.
Okay.
Closing us out.
So Darlington is at the top of the shaft, primarily with the Fox, but also overlooking the other drones that have been set up as part of the war asset, since this is kind of a necessary thing for the kiting plan. He's basically just running diagnostics with it, but keeps thinking to himself, partially in his own voice, partially in Dexy's voice through the Fox, discussing what he had felt out is the isolation that he's put himself in for the last several months after becoming a latent, and coming to the slow realization that particular isolation has done him a lot more harm than good. So in diving into the work, and even though he looks over the fleet, this work might very well help save all of the enclaves. It's put up a very large barrier, and a couple of times, at least, the Fox and Dexy's voice keeps telling us, if we're done with this, once this is all done and you're not in the ground or screaming off into the distance, that's like, you really maybe should try to start talking to other people again. And Darlington just starting to slowly nod to himself, like, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
Succeeded on that.
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't realize you had a little. Yeah, go ahead and carry it on.
And the last part of that is that once he's kind of coming back to himself, he looks over towards one of the other screens that is actually showing all of the different box sats that are now starting to at least go online as they're starting to connect the network. And he kind of sits there looking at it for a bit, just seeing it as the starscape that it is, and realizing that he hasn't been as alone as he thought he has been. But and most of the time right now is just maybe reconnecting all those stars, like the satellites are going to reconnect some other people.
Yeah.
So
very nice. Go ahead, go ahead, you call him.
Yep. And as he ratchets on a minigun onto the Fox.
Yes, right. Which, to be fair, is kind of baller. Like, right. Well, fantastic. Yeah, very nice, guys. First ones to do this. I liked all of it. I didn't even have to do any prodding I expected to do. So Yeah, no, brilliant, love it. You guys are, as usual, the consummate professionals of this community.
Stop! You're making us blush.
That being said, Ross, his Deacon is still locked in his
crisis of faith.
Crisis of faith. Yeah. Door barges in and what the fuck? What's her name? Bouncing Betty? Yeah. Bouncing Betty screams, Deacon! Casualties! Come on! We gotta go!
All right.
So, welcome to the war. This is the bus variant ambush. For whatever reason, your drones, despite the constant drone coverage, which was mostly focusing on the I-70 corridor, and assumed, since that was mostly the funnel point for the for Stampede Big Idiots, that would be your early warning. Well, no, as with most storms, there's a gentle gusting breeze that slowly wafts through under your nose, carrying the hint of dampness to it, before the hurricane friggin' elbow bombs you from 10 stories. So yeah, no, you guys are starting not ready to go. So we shall begin the turn order with all of you being in disadvantageous positions. That meaning you are not allowed to choose your maneuvers to open the game up. You all will be making stealth, resistance, or athletics checks to extract yourselves from the current predicament of where you all are, as your morning befores have linked you all to. Well, you're not together. You're not in the rig. You're not anywhere you should be. War assets aren't ready to go. And too bad. This is life. But first off, Ross, I need you to make a leadership check.
Yeah, I did dump 30 bounty into upping my leadership skills and charisma. So
weird.
Yep. Hey, and that actually succeeds. 12 over 10.
12 over 10. All right. So with a success, this is what I am dubbing the zombie accordion, zombie accordion effect.
Mm-hmm.
So ostensibly, this is to kind of illustrate the ever ramping disaster that is, actually staging an armed combat against a mass horde of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be dealing with the type of shit you would be dealing with in actual armed conflict. Like a general, giving orders and actually having strategies and stuff. Casualties don't have strategies. The most you might see is, a vector, homing in on, that smelled tastier than that person.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're really, really, really unlucky, a convert aberrant. But in general, they're just going to overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to start small and get bigger and bigger until shit. So, with the success, though, the casualties will be gaining 2 tide every round. So not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Could be a whole lot worse. So yeah, that's where we're going to pick up on this. As all of you are rushing from your respective enclaves to find, pretty decent sized herds of casualties are starting to show up. Small clumps to, rather nasty looking clumps of them. Not exactly what you tend to want to see in the best of circumstances. Definitely not what you want to see right now. So, due to kind of the spontaneous nature of it, I will let you all go ahead and dictate what you're going to do, whether it be a stealth, athletics, or an resistance check. Well, no resistance checks. None of you guys are actually fighting. You guys were all at least safe and sound, more or less. But you're not at the rig, and you're not out rocking around where you want to be. So, how do each and every one of you respectively want to get to where you need to go?
I'm going to do it through athletics. Also with a shout of black math to me! Firing a mortar up into the air. We're going to clear out this. We're going to clear out this tiny herd first before we start dealing with stampede.
In if you fail your checks, you will take kill stun damage, and the non-latents of the group will obviously have to be taking light checks as well. Just FYI to everyone.
For the record, I did buy one shot of suppressant, so before this game.
Oh, and shoot, I forgot to ask, but we talked. I know we talked about like the sale of the gun. I was going to get some armor off of that. Do we just consider that null and void or work on it? Okay.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Okay, so do I just get back the amount that I spent on it, or for that, or for negotiation?
Just at this point, I just take the Kevlar.
Okay, that's all I was asking. So.
Yep, I figured.
Yep.
You guys made more than enough profit. You guys can be. You guys got your kid.
I will also use athletics, but
okay.
And I will
David succeeded his. Very good.
I will spend 4 rations, which I needed. Well, didn't need all 4, but whatever.
Still.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Where do we keep the war rig?
I would assume with you, since you are the driver.
Yeah, I assumed that as well. I just wanted to make sure, because I assume we're all in our individual enclaves right now, which is oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are spread out. You guys, this is good. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. So, you rush into the rig, Matt. So
I'm rushing into the rig.
Okay.
Athletics, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I might overspend by 2.
Okay.
I did not need to.
Nope, but you did good. You did good. All right, Aaron, how's Darlington getting out of the shaft and heading towards rendezvous with the rest of the crew?
Athletics to basically load up the Fox, go into operation, and then just running out with it. Okay. And I don't know if that would include the rest of the drone army, or that just being left in reserve.
Nope, you cannot activate war assets when in a disadvantageous position. So
okay,
don't worry about them. Yeah, we'll activate war assets in due time.
Yep. So the Fox is the only one that's coming with me. So all right, athletics. Spending 1 extra on that. That'll be 11 over 5.
All right. Very good, people. So that will conclude our opening round of maneuvers. And Ross, you can go ahead and give me a command roll.
Okay. Is this another leadership, or is it my choice of?
It's your choice. Any of the ones on the list I gave you.
Okay.
Did you have a chance to look at that?
I did. I'm looking at it right now. So
okay, cool.
I can use any of the skills. Each one has a different thing. So
each one gives a different bonus.
Okay.
So since no war assets, no nothing else, tide is definitely something you want to consider.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, so it sounds like just getting tides up is probably the most important thing right now. Because my other thing is getting the band back together again. So
that's true.
Yeah.
You could go for that.
Feign to get the enemy on to commit to another front. So feign to get the enemy to commit to another front. So would that mean that they would? Is that basically kiting some away to relieve pressure on them?
Yes.
Okay.
So in gameplay mechanics, what that would mean is you would force a different track to be pushed.
Okay.
So instead of pushing you on forces, which Blight will pretty much always pushes on forces, you would force to actually have to push on a different objective track.
Okay.
If they win, and again, that's assuming that they would in fact win.
Okay. And that's not necessarily what we need right now. So,
so I'll put it to you this way: if you win this round, then it's whatever. But if you don't win this round, they're already going to start eating into your forces, because that's all casualties ever push is forces, with the exception of a couple of specialty rolls that would push on your morale.
So
because they don't
getting +1 tide with persuasion would give us some more wiggle room for absorbing failures.
Yeah, it'll put you at it would put you at a point where it's more likely you would win the round, because you're obviously adding more points to your score. And that's where this comes down to versus a normal negotiation of like, yeah, I mean, the score still matters of like, pushing up and down, but in war, like it's literal point. It's literally an addition, it's war the card game. So whoever's got the higher number wins and gets to push on the track towards.
Okay. Well, in that case, since I'll just have to trust the others. I'll just start with raising tide and see where it goes.
Sounds good.
So yeah.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yep, I make that.
Okay. Very good then. So
Barely.
Yeah. So let me pull up my math real quick. So your forces started at 4 tied from each of you for successfully making your checks, plus 1 for Ross's command roll against the casualties 8. So that puts you all at 9. You win the opening round. So yeah, since you didn't do any maneuvers or any specialty maneuvers, you have to push on the objective track. That is always the standard track that you push on as takers, unless you do a maneuver that allows you to divert points to one of the other tracks. But nevertheless, you are one step closer to winning as you get the band back together. You all need to give me self-control rolls, though, as War Against the Blight causes a self-control check every round, regardless of win or lose.
Boy, am I glad I brought up self-control.
Well done, Matt.
6-8.
I am excited.
What a day.
It's happening.
A glorious day.
I've seen this in the movies so often.
All right, everybody fast? Great. So yeah, you guys are ready for this. You had time. You prepared. Kind of a little off guard, but it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. All right, then. So, opening round. Ross, you need to be issuing orders. So, ostensibly, what this means is if whoever the GM can be in contact with via radio, Ubic network, or in person talking to, that will allow that taker to pick their maneuver. If you are not in contact with the GM, the taker basically has to keep doing the same maneuver or attempt an intuit check to try and figure out what they should be doing out there right now. So yeah, who doesn't have Ubics? I believe Dakka bought himself a set.
I did indeed.
Very wise.
I have mine.
Okay. All right. So everybody's in contact. So you were all in contact with Deacon. So you guys can now discuss what you'd like to do. I would like to hope all of you have your maneuvers, quick cheat sheets out in front of you. So yeah, you guys can all look over it and see what you want to be doing.
I've even got mine printed out.
If you need clarification on something, on what it actually means, just holler at me. But otherwise, I'm going to try and stay quiet a bit and let you guys strategize.
Okay. We should use deploy one of the war assets to kite some of the casualties away. I know we have 2 of those at least. The punch bot, and there was what was it? The Falcon Army or something, or drones? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess Darlington, you could deploy yours first.
Okay. Yeah, it was meant to be a kiting maneuver to basically get them to move back. So it's the drones set with tasers and whatnot.
We definitely need that.
War assets are always going to push tide. If you wanted to be like shifting stuff around, that's going to be like a sabotage or an open affront. Just chiding that in. Like narratively, yeah, you could say they're doing whatever, but like just letting you know mechanically, that's what they're going to actually be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see. We don't need to worry about logistics yet. We don't need to worry about my chain of command yet because I have all my will. So,
I could do a support if Dakka wants to do a combat. Let's just get that truck out there and attack some people.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
I would agree, yes. I was going to suggest I jump into combat anyway because I'm not sure if the truck is close enough to me or not, but I've definitely got artillery.
We could say narratively, you guys got the band back together with Ross succeeding his command role.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm still calling down the thunder.
Okay, so yeah, you do combat, Dakka, Delta support, and then Darlington.
Opening a front with the drones.
Yeah.
No, deploying a war asset.
Yeah,
Or
deploying
deploying
a war
war
asset.
asset, yeah.
And then we'll just focus on coordinating everything. Does the wait? We don't know if the enemy has any +1 permanent bonuses, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm looking at sabotage.
Okay. So, with a war against the blight, thank you for pointing that out. That I didn't actually write that in on that sheet. That's cool. I need to make a note of that. Yeah, for war against the blight, a sabotage negates the zombie according effect for a round.
Okay, so
you know the zombies are going to get +2 forces every round.
Okay, so they're going to be at 10
until they hit their cap.
Okay,
until they hit their cap. So, so this round they've gotten that. Yeah, you could try and intercept that to let them not push up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're going to gain if you don't do that.
Okay, well,
might in anyways because there's other shit they have. But yeah, definitely know that's going to happen. So that would be what a sabotage would get you here.
Okay, we'll probably do that next turn, maybe. Let's see how this plays out.
Ross, are you wanting to multitask?
I do not want to multitask yet. I don't feel like I need to.
All right.
Because I want to save all that will for not saving my life, but making those leadership checks. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to let you know, bust rule for multitasking for commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Your command roll is made at base.
Oh. So wait, I don't get my skill bonus?
No.
Okay.
So if you multitask, you can do whatever. But when it comes down to the command roll, basically you're just picking to tell me what buff you're getting. It's just 2d10s, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Would where we support Ross's role, chain command, would that still work on the bust rule there?
It would, yes.
Buff? Cool.
So yeah, so instead of getting +8 or whatever ridiculous charisma Ross is up to,
it's 4. Yeah,
you get 2.
my leadership is 4. So
yes, if you guys are getting desperate and you need Ross in there, but again, that takes someone away from doing something. So you could almost make the argument that would negate that. So what it boils down to is, if you need Ross in there, because only Ross can deploy his war assets. Those are his war assets. So yeah, if you need Ross in there deploying war assets, and that might be an intelligent time to chain command.
Okay. Okay, so what? I'm a bit unclear. When do I get my full leadership bonus? When can I roll with my full leadership?
Right now, if you don't multitask, you're fine.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
You're the commander. You're making rolls.
All right.
If you need to jump into the action, though, you're going to be a little too busy shooting the gun.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hurdling the dead.
Yeah.
Or, begging the punch bot, please, for the love of God, come online.
Yeah.
Please listen to me. Please, Jimmy.
Well, we have there's 3 other takers each with 2 war assets. We have 6 war assets to work with before.
You do.
Yeah, so we have.
You do.
Yeah, so let's burn those first before I, screw up my dice rolling. So yeah, I'll just focus on leadership this turn.
Finally using them talking skills.
Yep.
All right. So
yes, obviously for the first time. Yes, the entire.
So everybody's received their orders. Everybody knows their maneuvers because everybody had comms there. So, Booch, go ahead and make your maneuver rolls. So Dakka combat, shoot gun, and it's a critical success. So, David, since this was a combat check with a crit success, you can double the amount of tide you just gained from that.
Yes.
Or you can get another maneuver.
Ooh. That's a good question.
That's a good question.
It is a very good question. I think that right now, because we're trying to do the things with all of the things, I think that it's probably best if we just go for the +2 right now.
Taking the double. Got it. Done. Mads.
I guess I'm going to be doing the drive check.
All right. Do keep track of charges. Charges do still matter.
Yes.
Do we all have to spend a Ubik charge every round to keep in comms?
Yes.
Okay.
I do not make that.
Okay. So with failure on a support, you just don't get the push. If you crit failed, you would take the damage. Like with combat, if David had failed, he would take damage and still get his push. Does that make sense? What the difference between the two
makes
is?
sense.
Cool. All right. So nothing from Delta. That just leaves with Darlington.
Okay. Drone pilot for activating the war acid.
Yup, that sounds right to me.
Yep. Come on, Fred. Yep, that'll be a 13/4.
All right, 13/4. So, with that big of a success, so it's your black dice divided by 2, rounding up. So that'll be 5 rounds. Your war asset is active, Aaron. So that's pretty much as good as it could have been without a crit.
Go, my children.
Well done. Well done. Yes. Go indeed.
Fly, my pretties, fly.
All right. The casualty zombie accordion effect is in effect. So they are going up. Ross Payton, command roll.
Yep.
What you doing for the troopers?
What are we on Tide right now?
You are on 8.
Okay.
So you got +2 from David's crit, and then +2 for a successful war asset activation. The subsequent rounds, that will go down to one Tide, but its initial activation, since it was a surprise, it gives you +2. So you're at 8.
Okay. So it sounds like we're going to lose either way. Does the margin of failure count or matter for Tide?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Because the margin of failure is how many points you get pushed on a track. So yeah, if you lose big, it can go. This snowballs very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I will.
But again, just throwing it out there very quickly, though.
Oh yeah. The other front.
If you divert to a different track,
that
at least can potentially save your forces. Which
what are the other tracks?
So you have objective, which is what you guys push. You have morale, which if that dice lines up with your dice on any other track, that will instantly cause penalties to rolls until you get off of it, or until you make a good leadership check to basically snap everyone out of it.
Okay. In that case,
it's a -3 penalty to all rolls, to be specific to you.
Okay, in that case, I will use deception to commit to, I guess, objective, because I mean it's better than morale.
So that will push back what you've done.
Okay, yeah,
just FYI.
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
that's better than losing forces. So
okay, cool. So give me a deception roll. Let's see if you make it.
Yep,
you make it. All right, very good. Well, so again, you guys are at 8. Casualties are at 10. You lost by 2. You can only go back 1 though. So yeah, you're basically back at start point on your objectives. They're starting to pop up all over the damn place, and you guys are spread real thin. As it's not just the I-70 corridor, though that's getting really bad. But they're seeing them as far south as the Shaft, and they're across the Missouri River as well. Not sure how that happened, but yeah, there are reports of casualties in the water. Obviously, they don't swim, so right now it's not as big of a problem. But they're heading right for the reservoir, which is a dam.
Damn.
All
right, so you guys lost that round. So this time it'll be it's 3 damage, not 1. If you guys fail your self-control checks, go ahead and hit me.
Okay.
Yep, succeeded.
I'm gonna spend a will to make that just a fail.
All right, that'll be 3 to trauma, David, for Dakka.
That was a crit failure, by the way.
Yes, it was.
No, that was just a fail. I spent the will.
It was rolled as a crit failure.
All right, so Daddy Deacon, what are your standing orders to the troops? What are we doing now? Also, just a reminder for everyone: if you repeat the same type of test you took, or the same maneuver, it starts to take cumulative penalties, even activating war assets, despite the fact that you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean. So,
well, why don't we switch?
Because I totally just tripped over my own tongue there.
Yeah. Let's see. Why don't Dakka Delta, both of you activate war assets. And then Darlington, you support one of them doing that. Because we're on objectives right now. Well, no, I mean that. Or Darlington, you do combat. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I could technically do, I guess, a support because if Dakka, excuse me, Delta has to activate their assets, then I could probably do the support by basically firing from the minigun right now while they take care of that.
That's a combat action, Aaron.
Would it be? Because it says firing artillery from a secured position. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. I could just do combat. That's fine.
Here's the thing, though, Aaron. Honestly, combat's better because even if you fail, you still get the point.
Okay.
Versus the support, if you failed, you get no point, like what happened to Maddy last round.
Okay.
No.
But that being said, I guess you are right. You would be driving the drone from inside the cab, not out running along behind it. So if you want to do a support with the drone, that's fine. I'm good with it. Just letting you know what the consequences are. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let me update the board real quick, and then you guys can start rolling.
And this time I will multitask to release
my
warbot.
All right, he's on the board, people. Commanders come out to lead the troops from the front. I love it.
This is temporary. I'll be right back.
It is temporary.
No.
So you all may begin. David, which war asset is Dakka going to activate?
Pumper truck. Basically, we're going to start using the hose to basically power wash the casualties into the other casualties. Like, we're just going to fire up the fire hose.
All right. So tech, mechanics.
I thought that it was just going to be like orders because we already had it set up.
Okay, foresight then. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Foresight, yeah.
Sorry, the way you're describing it, I thought you were actually going to jump on the thing and get it going. So yeah, foresight, yeah, to get it going where you want it going to start blusting casualties up. Go for it. All right. So that's a 7 over 2. You succeeded
Brother
by 3.
Maynard, you may fire when ready.
Since you succeeded by 3, we divide the black dice in half, rounding up. So that'll be 3 rounds. Your war asset will be active, David.
Can I spend a will to keep it always active? Turn that into a crit?
That is how that works.
So yes, we're going to do that.
Okay.
We have a whole river. We can fire for days.
All right. Maddy dear, which war asset are you activating?
I might give my mate, Agent Lynch, a call. The ones currently not being hosed down, if we could send a missile at those ones.
All right. Persuasion.
Oh, that's not a good skill.
That's all.
I have one. What could go wrong? I'm going to use a will to make that a success.
Okay. All right. So that'll be 8 over 5. So, I mean, skin of your teeth, but still 3 over 5. So that will make it 4 rounds. You will have fire from the sky as. What did you do to get old Lynch to jump on board with these shenanigans?
I've just sent a message with a little poop emoji and a fan emoji, and it happened.
You receive a text message back, right? But within 15 minutes, you hear the massive zipper sound of missiles slashing through the sky before the quick lightning strikes in and amongst the horde start flashing up. So he's a man of his word. He has a principle.
Sends a winky face.
Does anybody hear Wagner? I think I hear Wagner. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, Aaron.
All right, since they're activating it, I'll just hop onto the minigun and start spraying around us.
Okay, all right.
For combat.
All right, combat check. Like it. Give me. Make sure you burn charges on that motherfucker.
I do. So, for the rig.
Yeah, on the rig. So,
the
Ross,
rig, okay.
you're keeping track of all the stuff on the rig?
No, not yet, but I am now.
Thank
yeah, let's charge on both weapon systems and the rig itself because Mads drove. So yeah, Aaron, give me a roll.
Okay.
What's the other gun on the rig?
I believe it's a recoilless rifle.
Recoilless,
Yeah. All right. You're right.
David likes his artillery.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and flip that since that would have gone to the market. So that will be
that should succeed. House rule. I'm just saying, a 6 and a 9 should always succeed. We're classy here at RPPR.
I leave that up to the person running this game. So.
I put my 2 cents in. That's it. That's all I can say.
I appreciate it, Ross. I do.
Nice.
Ross, what are you doing for your maneuver this round?
Get that fucking punch pot online. I'm screaming.
Is that leadership or intimidation, Ross?
I prefer to call it leadership. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you have to lead with an active voice. Yeah, so that succeeds. An 8.
Okay. All right, so cut that in half. So punch pot will be going for 2 rounds.
Oof. And then I guess I'll make my. Oh well, now it's my command roll time.
Not just yet.
Ooh, okay.
Since I won, I get a blight action. The last round. And there's so many juicy choices ahead of me, but I have to go with my favorite. The Ubik network starts lighting up with reports of vectors, and nobody knows why. Because so far the lines are holding. Everything you've done's working. Where the fuck are these vectors coming from? So, yep, something's out there. Something bad. Self-control checks.
Oh no. Nope, I fail.
I'm fine.
Stress. 1 stress.
Okay.
Made it by 1.
Yep.
It goes to the market. So
1 stress
for me.
Yep, 1 stress for Dakka. All right, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Now you may give your leadership check.
Okay.
Or your command roll, as it were. Since I don't know if you're doing leadership or not. Which one are you doing, Russ?
Yeah, that's a good question. Going to get to so they're back on forces though, right?
Mm-hmm.
The deception only lasted for last round, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Where are we at on forces? Or on tide, sorry.
You all are at, let's see, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 this round.
Okay. And they're probably, at 10 this round? Or
nobody made a roll to know that number, so.
Okay.
It's a guess.
Yeah.
It is a guess.
Well, we need to start.
Why we have survey rolls. That's why we have survey rolls.
Yep.
So you can know what's going on. So yeah. What you going with, Ross?
I guess I'll just do persuade because.
Right.
Well, I guess read a front for what the enemy will do next. Get an idea of what to do next. Maybe sensitivity because they're deploying an asset or they're doing something. So yep. Crit. Boom.
All right. So you may have 2 effects of your rolls.
Okay.
So what other roll would you like to have on top of knowing what's happening?
Can I get that info first before making my second choice, or do you need to make the second choice now?
What would you do if you were in my shoes, Ross?
First off, how dare you? Came out here to have a good time. I'm just feeling attacked.
Oh no, my choices.
Yeah, I would say you could be the some would say the bigger man and give me the
Yeah, roll persuade on that
one. Because you know what I would say, which is to yeah.
What's the roll you want, Ross?
I'll take persuade, I guess. Get the tide.
You want a +1 tide?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys remember? Oh, must have been months back though. You stumbled across a convoy, locked cars. Everyone inside was turned. No bite wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Locked inside. Like, didn't make a lot of sense.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Well, I I'm gonna go with Delta. Seems like a curious little bee. Decided to poke around about that and discovered that there are reports of a monster that doesn't actually attack. It just walks by, and then all of a sudden people start turning into vectors. They call it an aerosol.
Oh.
There's an aerosol active on the field of battle currently.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
That is, in fact, not good.
Which means every round it is active, it will generate one force of vectors, which are good for 2 points of tide.
Ooh.
And it will make that every round.
Oof.
Yep. So, that being said, you all have managed to generate 13 points of tide. Your enemy, 12. You win.
Damn.
Woo!
All right. Deacon, orders.
Okay. So this taking out that thing, would that be considered sabotage?
It would. However,
Mm-hmm.
you need a crit to act. You need to find it first, and then you need a crit to kill it.
Okay. So that, well, like that each, so 2 maneuvers, one to find it, and then a crit to take it
Kill
out.
it.
Okay.
Correct.
You find it, I kill it.
Okay. Who is
I've
the most?
got a mortar. I will hit it from here.
Okay. Well, who is the best at spotting things?
If I'm using support with the fox, if that's allowed, that'll give me a +4 to my
Or any of the drones. You've got a whole network of drones.
Okay.
if that's allowed. So
Sorry, I was doing some maths. What was that a question for me?
So would I be able to use basically the drone awareness through the whole drone network that I have? Or would that be through the Fox alone? Okay.
No. It comes out the same fucking thing, right? That's just a narrative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
can you overspend drone charges for that, or is that just like your +4 and that's it?
It's a
Pretty sure
+4 and that.
+4.
It's
Okay.
+4 and that's it. But I still have will though.
Okay.
So
All right. So you do that, Dakka. If he succeeds, then take your shot.
No, separate rounds.
Okay.
Because this is all happening simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you can't do that. Okay. So we have to
No,
do
real time
I'll target it
targeting of a guided missile destroyer here.
Right. Okay. In that case, so I guess until then, next round, just let's see, or Dakka go back to combat since you're not going to take a penalty again since you did the last thing, and yeah, Delta, same thing. We'll just alternate between deploying assets and combat, so we don't have that, doing the same thing over and over again penalty. And yeah,
and then I'll focus on support to get a bead on the thing. So
and I will. Just focus on command this round, and if I succeed, probably spend a will to crit so I get 2 things. But yeah, we'll kind of do that. Or we'll do that. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. Who's up first? Maneuvers.
All right. I'll go for the combat.
All right. Okay, great. Next
That
up.
is a success.
Yes.
I can go ahead and do that. Would I need to do my drone pilot check and then my awareness check?
No.
Like we normally do?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give me the awareness. Yeah.
The awareness check? Okay. So just want to make sure.
Your drones are out and about.
Yep. That'll be 9/4.
Yeah. So up along the Missouri River, just outside of Boonville, kind of at Sky Zone's initial defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're losing people left, right, and center. Friggin', and there are vectors rampaging through the town. They are falling back very quickly. It's got to be where the thing is.
Okay.
Mads, what you doing?
I have a question. My dog acts on instinct. If I set him out into the field, just like, off you go, buddy, let's make a difference, does that count as its individual attack?
Nope. That's you. That's you doing a thing.
Okay. I think I might just send him out anyway. Off you go, buddy. You can't be turned into vector, so.
So what do you want to gain from this? What kind of maneuver are you going to consider your animal handling check there, Mads?
Combat, something to assist in the battle, and just send him off. He's
I would probably call that a support, but yeah, we'll
Support?
we'll call it a support. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
Alright. Hell yeah.
All right, that will succeed. And Ross is not multitasking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I am going to spend a GM point to gain my own war asset.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do we know what it is? Or do we have to...
You do. So it will only be active for a round. But it is a wall breach at Sky Zone.
Oh no.
Ross, give me a self-control check.
All right. Yeah, no, fair. How bad is that if I fail?
It'll be 3 distress.
I will spin a will to flip that, because that's a lot of fucking stress.
That's a lot of stress. That's family. Those are vectors.
Yep.
Everyone knows casualties don't do well on trampoline floors.
All right, can I change my decision about multitasking?
Go ahead and give me your command roll.
Okay. I'd make it.
What was it? Sorry, you didn't tell me.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just a leadership role you were asking.
Nope, leadership is push on a front. But
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You could do that if you think you won, because then you can split points over different tracks. But
yeah, with the vectors, until we get those vectors neutralized, I don't think that's going to happen, because they're going to get so much extra points from that.
Yep.
I guess I don't want to go. What are the morale penalties? Like, when do morale penalties kick in?
When your morale track aligns with any of the other tracks. So right now, since you only have 1 point on objectives, if I pushed your morale, you guys would be taking penalties, because you're not doing very good. You haven't accomplished shit, and they're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
But right now that's not happening. So it's not a thing.
I guess it'll just be I'll just keep it for persuade then, to get that tied, because we really fucking need people to hold the line. We need to start pushing up our objectives.
It's a really good idea.
Yep.
Rightio then. All right, so this round you all made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 points.
Mm-hmm.
Your enemy, 18. Yep. So, that's a big oof. Because that is pushing you guys to your forces breaking. So, Ross,
mm-hmm.
we're gonna need a leadership check to keep things under control, or else it's GG already.
I will spend spend a point of will to flip that, because
okay. So that'll allow you guys to hang in, but you're basically riding right on the edge at this point. So,
okay. Well, I mean, like that vector thing is like geometric, so yeah. But can we kill the aerosol this turn?
You can,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now it will be the second combat in a roll for me, so
you get a -2. Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay.
Wait. Well, that's just on the skill check.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can handle that.
Okay.
Like this, I'm rolling at a +5 on shooting anything because Dakka.
Okay.
Right.
And I will spend a will to upgrade that to a crit.
Actually, would doing a survey before that possibly mitigate the effects of that of Dakka's negative?
No, I mean we already rolled anyway.
No, here's the thing: him doing the same thing over and over puts him more and more at risk. So that's what that is, Aaron.
Okay.
So but has hunted down and killed himself yet another aberrant.
Actually,
it's a squiggly.
Darlington and Delta, you should both activate your second war assets, because that'll give us a +4.
Release the Falcons.
Yeah,
and one of your war assets has already come down.
Oh yeah, the punch bot.
Your punch bot's already down.
Yep.
Ross, due to the fact that this is a war against the Blight, you can reactivate war assets, and it will continue to gain that +2 bonus, because casualties are too dumb not to know that, like, hey, that thing was punching us in the head 5 minutes ago. Now it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's punching us in the head again. Oh. because there's no convert aberrant on the field. So yeah, you do not lose access to that. So just throw it out there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will multitask then. So I think everybody has their actions in. But I will multitask to yell at a dude to go reactivate the punch bot. That'll be intimidate. But yeah, I guess I'll roll first. God damn. I will spend a point of will to flip that because we really fucking need that.
Okay. So that will be, that'll get you 5 rounds worth of punch bot running around.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Who's up next?
I will release the falcons.
Got.
I assume animal handling?
Yep.
I'm going to use a will to make that a critical.
All right.
Point.
Falcons are just going to be hanging around.
Yeah, any war asset that we can keep on the battlefield for the whole thing. If I'm reading this correctly, that means that we basically get so we get a +2 on the first round when they're out, but then after that we get a static +1 for the rest?
That's why you guys' points fell so quickly, is because, all of your war assets went down to a 1, and weren't thrown out.
Okay.
We're throwing out others to kind of help continue to keep the snowball going. Darlington.
Okay. If they went to 1, we'll go ahead and reactivate the drones again and set them to push.
No, they're good. They're still up.
Are they? I got these.
You get your second asset.
They got 3 rounds going. Yeah, they're fine.
Oh,
what's your second asset?
Oh God. I didn't remember that one. So, that was actually the reactivated satellites. The ones that we had so far could basically give us more of an advantage in view for everybody to follow. So,
Go ahead. Give me. I guess drone piloting is the closest to tech you've got. So that'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Get those satellites aligned.
And I am going to go ahead and spend that to upgrade that to a critical as well. So
very wise. All right.
Get that advantage for the rest of the whatever.
Yeah. That is good. And I, with my blight action, am going to push your morale.
Well, I know what my command's going to be.
Which does align with your objective track, so yes.
I will intimidate. Hold the line. You maggots. Yeah. And I'll spend my last will to flip that, because that sounds really bad.
Yep. That's good. That's good. So you have negated that for a round. Hang on. Let me reread how I wrote that. Did I mean for that to push it back down or just negate it? Temporary suspends. Yep, just negates it. Doesn't push it back down. So but that's a tomorrow problem. So you guys are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Going against 16.
Jesus.
So
wait,
Ross.
I mean, we activated 3 assets, and we have okay.
6 points. 6 points from 3 assets. 3 points from the other 3 assets that were active.
Okay.
You have 1 point of forces from getting shoved down by the zombies eating your people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess we're.
But we did slow their spread because we took one of their war assets off the field.
You did do that.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
go ahead, give me another leadership check, Ross.
I did.
Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You're hanging them in. All right. Next round. Let me update all the war assets. All right. Deacon, orders. This is getting bad. It's getting real bad.
Yeah. I just don't know any way to get more tied. I'm looking at the Taker maneuvers, but I have one more.
You can sabotage to negate the accordion effect, and then
yeah, I guess
go hard for combat or support.
I guess Dakka sabotage.
Okay.
And what else? Well, I mean, I asked about that earlier. So, what was zombie accordion again? About sabotage. Yeah. And what zombie accordion? Yeah.
It negates it. It negates the zombie accordion's effect. So ostensibly the bonuses I'm getting from just existing, like you are basically by different ways of trick you're shuttling that around.
Okay.
So you're starting to see them piling up. Like, so, let's say you're seeing them like piling up on the fence line at the shaft. Well, so you send a fire truck wailing around that pulls them off into the fields away from it.
Right, but what does the zombie accordion bonus do exactly?
Every round I'm getting 2 points of tide every round.
Okay.
Like until I hit a cap. There's a predetermined cap, which is 24.
Okay.
So this would negate that, and so thus I would be calculated off of pure forces, what I have in forces, rather than what I'm getting from the zombie accordion.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So does that just negate the +2 bonus for this round, or does it negate the entire bonus that they've got?
No, the entire thing, because you're like kiting them away. Yeah,
okay.
You're kiting stuff out and away to get it.
So how much is that bonus right now?
What are we on? Round 4?
Yeah.
That'd be 8.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. So I guess someone has to sabotage every round from now on. So yeah.
We'll take turns.
Yeah. So you start Dakka, and then I sell my other asset, so I'll deploy that. I'll multitask again.
Okay.
I also have another asset, so.
Well, you can't. Okay, well in that case, you deploy. Well, does anybody else have another asset?
No.
Okay, well in that case, Dakka, you deploy your asset, and someone else sabotage.
I can sabotage.
Okay.
All right.
And then I guess Darlington probably combat, because that'll give us at least a +1 bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll deploy my second asset, which is the artillery.
Okay. So my second asset is the minefield.
Foresight
casualty kill box.
Yep, foresight to have kind of read the lay of the land and know where the best way to send them.
And I'm going to spend a will to flip that.
Okay. So that will get you naturally 5 rounds. That'll be active. Right. Ross?
Deploy. Start shooting!
Yeah.
Yep.
Leadership?
Yep.
Remember, you guys are at a -3 from the morale.
Okay.
No, you negated it, so never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you successfully negated it last time. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. All right, I made it.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be active 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you wanna will that.
I don't have any will.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
All right. Darlington, what are you doing this round?
I guess combat again, as we're firing from the dragon. So.
Okay.
Whew, yeah, definitely gonna use my last to flip that. So.
Okay. Well, remember, since you chose combat, you'd still get your point. You would just take damage.
Right. Yeah, you could actually, because you're a latent, you could actually survive the damage.
Yeah,
that's true. So yeah, I'll wait on that. So I'll take some damage.
2 killing, 2 stun to zone 7.
Okay. And I have the Kevlar, so
Burn charges.
Yep. Gotcha. So and you said that was two. That was 2 killing, 2 stun.
Yeah, so 4 stun now,
Okay.
unless you spend additional charges just to not take stun.
So yeah, no, I'll just take the 2 on there. I'll take stun. So
awesome.
So,
that just leaves us with Dexy.
Can I drive the war rig round trying to separate their forces in order to do my sabotage?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Blaring the Beastie Boys at a soothing 50 decibels.
If I make that a critical, will it last for 2 rounds instead of 1, or would that be a waste?
Yes, I would say that could last 2 rounds instead of 1.
I'll upgrade that to a critical.
Okay. All right, just reminded me if I forget. You hear me doing math that don't make sense. All right, then. Ross.
Mm-hmm.
What command roll are you doing?
I guess persuade. We just need fucking tide.
All right.
Yeah.
Members at a -3. Here we go.
Nope.
Okay. So that brings you all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. Against the casualties, 10.
Woo, we win!
Holy shit, we were effective, guys.
I don't know what this feels like.
All right, then. New round.
How much more do we need on objectives?
9. You need 9 points to win on objectives.
Okay.
But unfortunately, due to the nature of the vector I chose, it's actually easier for you to win on objectives than anything else at this point. So probably should just stick with it.
Yeah,
which is good. You don't have to split tracks unless you want to deal with the morale problem, because that's still a thing.
Well, I'm out of assets now, so I'm just going to focus on that. Well, wait, the morale thing. I have a -3 to make any leadership checks or any command rolls, is what you're saying?
Correct. So if you multitask this round, or whatever, if you had one of them try and open a new front, if you assuming you win this round, because you negated the zombie accordion effect thanks to Delta, you can push on more than just one track. So you can push that morale back down and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Well, wait, that would be 2 command rolls, though, to open up on another front. Or no, is that a maneuver then?
That's a maneuver, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of us can take that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, we need 9.
You need tie points too, because your assets have all gone down to normal numbers. So
yeah.
Well, I know that the droid, the Fox droids, drones have gone silent, so I could could I reactivate them?
They still got one more round, buddy.
Oh, they did? Okay, I thought we were already done out of them, so never mind. Next time.
Yeah, it's the last round. Then you'll need to reactivate them.
Okay.
So what are we at on assets right now?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assets hot right now.
Okay, we have all of our assets active.
All assets are hot. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 8 points.
Yeah.
You have 1 point of forces left.
So we're at 9. So we're 1 point below them. It sounds like. Yep. Okay.
I'm going combat this round.
Yeah.
I can focus on opening the front if we want to try to split that with trying to be able to get objectives and morale.
Well, each point of morale would just reduce the penalty by 1, right? Like that's
no. If it's not lined up, you don't take any penalty.
Okay. So it's all or nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Okay. Well, Darlington, why don't you try and open up a second front so we can push that morale back in the right direction.
Okay.
And then, so if he succeeds, then we get the morale, and then assuming we win the tide,
you could dictate where you want those points to go between the 3 tracks.
Okay, so everybody. Okay, so Darlington, you do that. Do you still have will left?
Yeah, I have one will left.
Okay, so you do that. You push the other front. Rally the troops, and then everybody else. I'll multitask just because that'll be, is the morale penalty on all skill checks or just my leadership stuff?
Everything. No, it's everything right now.
Okay.
You guys are taking the penalty on everything, but you guys have been spending will to flip stuff, so it's been okay, it's not really mattered.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey Ross, I'll give you a will point if you do combat.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take it. I will definitely multitask and do combat then.
Okay.
And just tide persuade. Hold the line. Yeah.
Right.
Shiny candy.
And then I guess both of you do combat as well. Because technically neither of you did it last time, it sounds like, because one of you sabotage and what did you did?
Dakka activated a war asset.
Yeah, exactly. So we can. Nobody's doing the penalty.
So you guys could all do combat.
Okay.
Well, I mean, morale penalty, yes, but repeat penalty, no. You're free of that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that's 3 combat. 3 combats and 1 open a front. Yeah.
Yep.
I got that correct? Okay.
Yep.
Well, you all. There's 3 points of tide right there. We'll just see if you guys take damage doing this. Go ahead, give me your fight checks, fighters.
And it is with a -3 to the overall, right?
That is correct.
Still make it.
You're fine.
I might use a will to make that.
Okay. All right.
Or even on a will, I wouldn't make it actually because it's a -3, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'll save my will. I failed.
All right, Maddy, you take.
Oh no!
Oh, Maddy.
Oh, no.
18 killing to your chest.
Okay.
Self-control check.
I think
Click, boom.
yeah, I'm not okay with that.
No, that's 3 trauma.
That was a crit failure again. Or no, that was 2 9s on the damage roll. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Maddy, what is your strength value?
2.
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay,
This is what
that's
I
a
get to
number.
try to shoot and drive at the same time.
That's a number. All right, Ross.
Everything's
No.
fine.
Yeah, Ross, you're just the left, right to shoot.
Yeah, I'm shooting. So
Okay.
I'll spend 5 bullets.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. And I'll spend a point of Ubik because I also got the Deadeye upgrade. So
Nice.
Yep. Didn't need it. Well, I could probably. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I succeed.
Okay. All right. Aaron.
Yep.
How are you opening the front? What are you doing? Are you going to?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
the drones, or are you using the satellite network?
The drone. Actually, this one opening the front is the drones are basically holding back the tide. I'm sending the Fox in specifically to bob and weave, basically taking out strategic points that allows other people through. So
wonderful.
Yep. So this is taking the riskiest maneuver I can possibly think of.
Yes, you can.
Sure. All right. And am I still affected by the -3 as well?
Of course you are.
Okay.
You guys ain't won nothing yet.
No worries then. All right. Yes. So 10/7.
All right. You've done it. That just leaves us with Ross.
He just stepped out.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Ross, no.
Don't drink the laudanum, Ross. It'll be okay.
You need guidance.
Save some of that laudanum for the rest of us.
You did it.
All right, Ross. What are you doing for your command roll?
Tide. I mean, a persuasion. Just we got it. We need big number.
Big number.
Big number that does not succeed because of the penalties.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I have a point of will. I could flip that because I went into comp.
But you multitask, so no bonus and -3. So.
Oh, that would but my skill's 4.
But you don't get it because you multitask.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, so I can't possibly succeed. Yep.
Nope. So let's not waste. Right. So, due to all of your courageous actions, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of tide. The enemy had 10.
Hey.
So, where would you like to spend those points?
1 on morale to get it so we don't have the penalty anymore. 1
on morale. And then, do you want to negate their forces, or do you want to just shove objectives and keep letting them be big?
Well, how much? Well, if we put 1 in forces, what does that do? Like, how much of a tide?
It would drop them to 9, but they have 9 forces. So, as long as you're making those sabotage checks, they would have 9. You'd know they'd have 9 tide.
Okay. Yeah,
it doesn't affect the accordion effect, but it does affect the tide, adding to the accordion effect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's a 1 for every single thing. So yeah.
All right, so you doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good then. Self-control checks for everyone, because you're all in Ubik specs. You just saw Delta get bit hard.
You don't have the penalty anymore.
You don't have the penalty anymore. This is true.
I'm sure it's fine.
You'll be fine. I'm fine.
Delta, I just want you to know, if you start to apologize, I will have to put one in your head.
Oh, dear.
Like I had to do with Nexi.
What are you talking about? Dexy's
That's
here.
a crit
She's been talking the
failure
entire time.
on.
Yup,
God.
that's
Dakka's.
3 to trauma there, Dakka.
You know what? It's that's not fine. I'm going to spend a will to flip that and make it just a fail and take 1 to trauma.
That's it. All right then. So yeah, Deacon, one of your takers is desperately injured,
Yep.
and the fight's still not even remotely close to being over.
Yep.
What are you doing? Also,
Yeah.
you were losing Aaron's drone swarm.
I will be reactivating them.
Okay. Yeah. That's
And that's it. Everything else is still alive.
okay.
You got another one that's about to go down, though. I think that might be Delta's first war asset.
Yeah, the air raid's going to end soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Darlington can reactivate that. Then someone needs to sabotage. Dakka can sabotage.
I can sabotage.
And then
I could also sabotage because I didn't last time.
no, we need you. Well, I guess for Ty. Well, I mean, if they're at 9 and we're at 9 on assets, I mean, basically we can kind of chip them down. If we keep them at 9 tied, and we have.
I mean, instead of Dakka, if Dakka is better doing.
But if you fail, your sabotage, you're gonna get ruffle stomped.
Yeah. We have to pass sabotage every round forever now to have a chance. So that's the thing, is that I could inject you with suppressant, but I think that takes a while for you to recover from.
Maybe start with a blood test kit and find out?
What's
Oh,
that?
my fucking first aid kit has a blood testing kit. Maybe I should do that quickly.
Are
Would that
you
be a
sure?
support action?
Nope. I will just allow it. I will just allow that, Maddy. Are you sure you want to, though, considering the history of this campaign?
I think I'm busy enough. I don't need to know. I'm that hurt. Maybe death isn't that bad. It's
Great.
fine.
So
It's fine. Let's do as much as we can before we go out.
You know, there's a maneuver where you can sacrifice yourself for two.
I'm aware.
All right.
If you feel yourself starting to turn, do that.
Yeah, that's the plan.
yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to play this out. We need you for next round to reactivate your war asset. So
I'm not saying that might be my last action.
no. Next round you activate your war asset. Then the round after that you can sacrifice. You have my permission to die. No.
You're just gonna take 5 in detachment. Hang on.
No. Yeah. So
Surely you want to help out with the effort.
So yeah, if you could just hold on for 2 more rounds, or get totally
Don't die on me, brackets, yet.
Yet.
Soldier.
Don't you realize Dexy's waiting for you?
So yeah, maybe just drive this, support this round, and make that skill check.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, and Darlington's
We'll draw
going
bloody for some
to
reason.
reactivate his war asset.
Mhm.
And I'll combat again just because we need all the tide we can fucking get. And I have a point of will now, and there's no leadership morale penalty. So yeah.
No, there's not. You pushed it.
Yep.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's no more morale.
Oh, the no didn't come through, and I was just like, wait, no.
Yeah, sorry.
You did. Okay.
All right. So yeah, we'll do that.
All right. So who's up first?
I'll go ahead and reactivate my.
All right,
Yep.
Go ahead. Remember, it's at a -2 because this is a consistent roll on this maneuver, even though you didn't do the war assets consistently. Like
So there's still a
reactivating the
penalty
same.
for that?
Yes, reactivating the same war asset accrues the same penalty as acting the same way every round.
Oh, even if it's not. Okay.
Would that, silly question. Would that count if you're reactivate? Because I reactivated the satellite, so would that count towards this as well?
No,
Okay.
Or asset.
So, alrighty then.
It's per asset.
Okay. All right. So
That
with the
still
negative
makes?
2,
Yeah.
that still makes, and I am going to go ahead and use my last will to upgrade that to a critical. So we have the rest of the foxes for the rest of the.
All right.
Uh,
Very good then.
go forth.
Okay, so Mads, what you doing? Supporting?
I'm just gonna try drive. Just drive through people.
Drive.
What could go wrong?
Stuff.
We're driving.
Good drive.
You're driving. All right. Dakka, what you doing?
Okay. So I'm going to go for the sabotage action,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my artillery skill to do that, because basically what I need to do is I need to distract them. I need to basically break up their advance, and I figure that if I put a couple of explosions towards the back of their lines, or just drop enough mortars in a row, just thunk, 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 I can kind of kite them away with sound.
Yeah, wonderful.
But I don't get the additional +1 because I'm not shooting them directly, so I just get it at my... I don't get my +1 bonus for fighting against casualties, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's still 8/2.
That's still a success. Yep. All right, so that will successfully negate. Ross,
Mm-hmm.
are you multitasking this round?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm shooting bullet from gun.
Shoot bullet from gun.
I will spend 2, and also
it's at a -2 because you're repeating the action. Go get it.
Oh wait, you're right. I forgot. I am repeating the action. Well, I already said so. Yeah. I'll spend 3 then, and also spend a U-Big charge for Deadeye. So
Cool.
With that will make so
Awesome. All right, damage.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, that just brings us around to the commander roll, Ross. What you doing?
I mean, we just need fucking tide. We need to get
Persuasion?
Yeah, persuade.
Okay.
Yep, make it.
Okay. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 over 9. So that's 4 points pushed onto your objective.
Mm-hmm. So I think we have 5 left to get it.
You have crossed the halfway point.
Jesus Christ.
5 will get you there. 5 will get you there.
Yep.
Come on.
But you have lost access to a war asset. I believe that's Mads.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get him back on the phone. I'm sure this will go down real well.
You're about to lose access to, I think that's Punchbot.
Again. Okay.
About to lose access to something else. I'm not sure what that one is. Maybe Aaron's.
No, I critted. I made a crit to the satellite so they would stay in.
Okay. I guess it might be Maddy's second one then. Yeah.
The Falcons were up for critical. They're up at most time. It's just the mines is in.
Must be Dave's. I didn't do a good job keeping track of which players was which. I was just throwing those up. So yeah, it's somebody's. It's somebody's. But that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
Because Deacon, you need to issue orders to the crew.
Okay, so we need to sabotage again. I guess this time. Wait, who sabotaged last time?
I did.
Okay. Darlington, you can sabotage this time, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. So
okay. Let's see, Dakka, go back to combat, I guess, and then Delta, just try and get that asset back.
how's your head?
Don't worry, this guy loves me.
Yeah, and
Their head's fine.
Yeah.
I think I might be bleeding inside of my chest.
Yep, you just need one more good round. 2 more good rounds, maybe. Yeah.
Stop talking about me like I'm already dead.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, the zombie accordion's at 23 though. So
yeah, it's game over. Yeah, if we fail,
Someone should take care of that.
Wait, who's doing the sabotage?
I am.
Do you have Will left?
No.
I have Will. All sabotage is fine.
Okay.
We kind of need it.
Do you want me to do combat then?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess do combat then.
I feel like negative 23 is better than +1.
Yeah.
Negative
I can
14. Negative 14.
Yeah.
All right, then. So, why don't we just start with Delta then? Delta!
I'm gonna just keep driving.
Keep driving. Just keep driving.
Sabotage. Let's do the thing. I'm gonna upgrade that to a critical with my second to last point of will.
All right, so
it stays up for 2 rounds.
You want to stay up
one.
for 2 rounds. Okay. All right. Aaron.
All right.
Minigun?
Yeah. In this case, can I go ahead and spend some charges on there to basically increase our chances of really getting a ridiculous success? Or would that help at all with
No. Combat's either you succeed, don't take damage, you fail, do take damage. Either way, you get your point. Crit succeed, you get 2 points, or you can get another maneuver. Crit fail, you get nothing. Good day.
Gotcha. Good day, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Your efforts were for naught. Like that. Exactly like that,
Jason,
Aaron.
why the fuck did you speak?
That was 2 9s. That was 2 9s for listeners, yeah. Which is a crit failure in Red Market.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. If it wasn't for the fact that the moment you said something...
So, Aaron, that's that's 6 killing to your head.
Yep.
Ouch.
Fuck. Right. Dakka. What you doing, big man?
Since I sabotaged last round, I'm going to go for combat this round.
Bully. Light him up. Oof.
No,
And I am going to spend my last will to turn that into a success.
Well, all right. So, you get your point, and you don't take damage. So, cool. Right. Ross Payton.
Let's see. I guess I was going to do a skill check to avoid the combat thing. Support, I guess.
So you're doing a support?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, leadership.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah, make it.
Cool.
Just screaming at people. No, go here, do that. Plug that hole. No, get ammo to those guys. I don't care if you're scared. We're all scared.
Pull that thing and that other thing.
Put out that fire. Set them on fire. No. That was not to you. God. Yeah, basically.
All right. So how about the command roll, Ross? What are you gonna do for that? Persuasion?
Yeah. I mean, we need all the tide we can get.
Sounds good.
Nope. What are we at on tide right now?
You all are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. I don't want to spend a will for 1 tide.
Okay.
Because we still won by 1. So
you did.
Yeah.
You did at that.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. I've been forgetting self-control checks. Yes, self-control checks. You won, so it'll only be one to trauma if you fail.
I'm okay.
Delta's fine.
I have bigger problems.
Darlington has a concussion.
This is great. I don't know what you people are complaining about.
2 10s. He's just feeling fine.
I like feeling the wind through my hair. Why is my hair sticky?
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh my gosh. Dexy's just standing over Darlington. Darlington, darling, wake up. Wake up.
I am awake.
Those birds aren't real. Stop swatting at them. Then he sits up and looks around, and the fox is nowhere near him. Shit. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. All right, Deacon, orders.
Okay, so we got 1 round where we don't have sabotage because of Delta's crit success. So Delta, I guess, try and get the missiles back online.
I'm gonna call my best pal.
Call your best pal. I believe in you, Delta. I got this. If we win the battle, you get suppressing.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, if I give Delta suppressant now, they're going to be like screaming in pain and lolling around. Yeah.
You get a lolly.
Yeah.
Guess what? You get a lollipop after this penicillin shot.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was my lollipop?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, snack on this team.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Delta's doing that. What the fuck the rest of you doing?
So I did support last time, so I'll switch to combat this time. And then Dakka, you did what, combat last time?
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
last time I did combat.
Okay. You've been doing combat a lot, so you probably should switch to something else. So you're
Well, I can handle combat 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, you did it.
I'm one of the few.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it 1 round.
Okay.
The round before that, I sabotaged. So
Yeah, he
this
was
is
the saboteur
this will be
last
my
time.
second time in
Okay.
a row, which will put me at 2d10 plus 3.
Okay.
So I'm at a plus 3. I'm good.
Is that recoilless hungry, by the way? I have you at 5 charges.
I've been alternating between recoilless and mortar, and
Okay.
I've got weapons for days.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. So if you can handle one more round of combat,
He only got the 2 arms.
it's like a video game character. You know, it's like Doom guy. He just has a button. He just pushes a button and he switches to another weapon. Don't think about it too much. It's fine. It's fine.
It's a quick. There's a quick sling. There's a quick sling.
There we go. Yeah. Let's see, Darlington. What'd you do last round?
Combat. Poorly.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, because you got chunked in the head. Are any of your assets? Wait, are there any assets offline this round?
No,
that's a good shout. Yeah, one did go down.
Which one?
Thank you. Again, I wasn't doing a good job of tracking. It's either one of yours or one of Dakka's, because
I think it was the mines.
Right,
sense.
I can get those back online.
Okay.
Why don't I do that instead of combat?
Okay, yeah. Bring your asset back online. And then so Dakka, I guess do support. I mean, you can coordinate with people or focus on keeping the drones working.
So you mean Darlington?
I think
Darlington,
one
sorry.
of yours went down as well.
Which one?
Mine? I don't know. I would assume not the punch bot, since I believe you.
Yeah. I gotta. Yeah.
So what was
The
your
howitzers.
artillery?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will deploy. I will redeploy that. Then I can.
Okay.
Instead of combat, but I'll definitely multitask. And Darlington. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Like I said, I could go with the support route to help out, or I could just try combat again too, because we're at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, we need every tide we can get. So yeah. Okay.
All right. So, yeah.
I'll roll for my asset.
Yep. Go for it.
Leadership, I guess. Yep. Make it.
All right. Dakka, foresight.
I do not make.
All right. So that will get you.
It's a fail.
Right. I can't remember. Yeah. So
I don't think it reactivates. I don't think we can.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Yeah. So it is what it is. Maddy.
I'm gonna try call my buddy, my pal, Agent Lynch. Be like, hey, I know you said lose this number, but I didn't. So that thing you did just before, is there any possibility you could do it maybe one more time? Just, yeah.
Remember, you're a minister here, Matt, so make it a good one.
There's no penalty.
That's success, so I will make it a critical success.
Okay. All right.
I made it.
Oh no.
I'd say that's more of him realizing how bad the situation is and nothing to do with me.
Well, I mean, considering how many Reapers he's got floating overhead, I think he can see this.
He's just like, come on, buddy, come on.
All right.
I might die soon? Does that help persuade you?
All right. Darlington. We're at -2 for this.
Actually, can we switch ours? Or does it need to be locked in?
It's locked in. That's the point of the order round.
Okay.
Lock it in. So, yeah.
Okay. So, no worries. I guess the last idea is the last one, so we'll see what happens. Try firing it again.
Okay.
I apparently get my much fun.
Do you want to double the tide, or do you want to do another maneuver with it?
Honestly, everybody else, I'm thinking doubling the tide probably would be better.
Yeah.
Just to immediately get the advantage out. So
Yeah,
that's at least
we
my
need
vote.
5 points. We need...
Yeah, so I'm just sitting here going, wait, he's out there. Taxi! Just shooting.
Yeah, you do actually see them walking through the field. Give you self-control checks to not fall for the hallucination.
That's sexy out there.
That's sexy out there. Yeah, miniguns dry.
Okay. Do I take any mental damage from that?
You don't. No, not at all. You just, fuck. I can't remember what the fuck is his name. The black guy in Predator.
Carl Urban.
Not Carl Urban.
Weathers.
Weathers. Yeah.
No, not Apollo Creed.
I said Carl Urban. No, it was Carl Weathers.
Carl Urban,
right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, not Carl Weathers. The one who's in like Mandy and Commando.
Yeah, the other guy.
The machine gunner. The other machine gunner.
Yeah.
No, you're doing that. You're doing that. After Jesse Ventura gets popped, yeah. It's run dry. You're still holding down on the motor activation switch on the gun.
That would be Bill Duke.
Bill Duke.
Thank you. I knew it was something badass. Yeah, Bill fucking Duke. Love that guy. Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
Watch that guy's filmography. It's always good. Anyways, back on point. Deacon, did we do you?
Yeah. I redeployed my asset, the artillery.
Okay. Cool. Dakka did not. Delta did their shit. Darlington did his shit. Great. I'm spending a GM point for a blight action because I haven't got to do anything in a while.
Oh no.
I still get my command roll, but that's it. So
You do. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to sabotage a war asset. Yours, Ross. As casualties break through and start mobbing the National Guardsmen on the artillery pieces.
no. What about punch spot? Oh no. Okay. Do I still get the +2 for this round, or is there any way? Or is that?
Nope. No, I just negated that.
Damn it! All right.
So, what do you want to do for your command roll?
I mean, we need that fucking tide more than ever.
Yep. Persuasion.
Yeah, unless there's no way I can negate that I can't counter sabotage.
No, you can't counter sabotage the sabotage.
Yeah.
No.
It's crit.
Okay. What would you like for the other effect? You got your +1. What would you like for the other thing?
Let's see. Raise offend.
You pick your moments, Ross. You really do.
Yeah. I don't know, because we don't need to commit them to another front right now, because we need to keep objectives intact, and morale is fragile. We can't push on I don't know what push on a front does. Would that reduce their forces?
No, that would be you get to split the tide.
Okay.
So deception is you think you're going to lose. You want me to not push something.
Yeah.
Leadership is you're going to win. I want to push more than objectives.
Yeah.
That would be that.
But we just need.
I'll give you 2 persuasion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 2 tide. Yeah.
It is a crit success. All right.
Remember that howitzer.
Right. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 9. You live another day. Self-control checks. 1 trauma if you fail.
It's a trauma.
All filling up with trauma today.
Well,
Okay, for the moment.
Okay. Oh. Oof. Yeah.
I've got the sense, Mads, that Delta is biologically a dude. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that how? Yeah, I thought that's how you've been playing them. So yeah, it's not every day you get your pectorals slurped out like a fucking Slurpee up a straw by a corpse.
Ow.
Ow, very ow. So yeah, orders, Deacon, orders. Shit's getting intense.
Yep. We need to sabotage again.
You do indeed.
Yeah. Are there any assets that we need to redeploy?
We have hit the cap. Oh yeah, Dakka still needs to get his up.
Okay.
Delta needs to get theirs up.
That's
it. You're down 2, so it's just Delta.
Okay. Yeah.
I tried last turn, and I can't. I had a big enough penalty, so this turn I'm going to go. I'll go sabotage. I can sabotage.
Okay. Sabotage.
Have mortar will mortar.
Yeah.
I crits on both my things. They should both be active.
Okay.
Falcons. And
I've got 6, so who am I missing? I'm missing something. I got 6 here. We know we're missing one from Dakka.
Both of mine are down, I think. Unless my punch bot is still on.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if the punch bot is down or not.
I thought you spent.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did. You're right. I did. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So maybe I just accidentally deleted one because I know Aaron spent his on both of his. So I must have just missed Mads. Sorry.
I spent one on one. Or I spent one on the first one. The pumper truck is still going.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's why I was like, yeah, most of you guys have critted at this point with your gobs of will. So yeah, no, there's not much left here. So I guess that was it. I guess I must have accidentally deleted one that I shouldn't have.
Okay.
All right. My bad.
Can we have that extra tide then from the last round?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
No.
All right. Okay, so Dakka cannot redo his asset, at least this round. So, and Delta, can you? Was that penalty bad enough, or can you? Or no, that you'd be at a penalty.
My assets are up.
Okay.
I can either sabotage or shoot.
Let me sabotage.
Okay, yeah, just shoot then, I guess.
Let's just hope I don't get damaged in the chest.
I mean, this might be the round that you sacrifice yourself. That's your call.
You are 3 tied away from winning.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, all right, yeah.
If you fail your sabotage, though, obviously
it's game over.
It's 24 points. I've hit cap. So yeah, it's good news.
My action after David rolls sabotage.
No, we
guys,
don't have to
it's
do
gonna
it.
be.
You gotta declare first, Maddy.
Guys, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Oh no!
Don just walks up and like puts a hand on your shoulder, just pat.
I mean, I don't suppose somebody can sacrifice himself to guarantee the sabotage goes off.
I just said it's gonna be all right.
It's too tight.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what you get for it. That's it. That's what it is.
All right.
All right. So, yeah. What are we doing? We know what Dakka's doing.
Yeah.
Dakka's freaking stroking tubes. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I will multitask combat and leadership again because I didn't do combat last round. I deployed the asset and it didn't work because I got sabotaged. Me. Let's see here. Dakka and Darlington, you can do what you want. What are you going to do?
You mean Delta?
Or sorry, Delta. Yeah. Sorry.
Dakka's got his marching orders. Yeah. He knows what's up.
Man, I'm gonna say everyone I know is a bit turned. I'm gonna do the sacrifice. Let's sway this thing.
Oh,
let's
Maddy.
try.
Oh, Maddy.
Try.
And
Yeah.
Maddy, you're not going out alone. So
I am.
Are you taking the piss?
No, I am 2 points away from dead in the chest. Like,
all right, Dakka. let's drop some steel rain, shall we?
Look, yep.
Everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to know right now. All right. He's gone and done it. So that's that. Deacon?
Yeah, I'll spin 2 rounds in the Ubik. So yeah, make that.
Okay. Who wants to go first telling their best hero worship death scene? Noble death scene.
Although Maddy, I do have a suggestion.
Yes.
Do you want to go out simultaneously?
Yes.
Yes. So I know exactly what I'm doing before we do all of this, kind of taking the Ubik specs off, using like the industrial sanitizer wipes to get my blood off of it before I toss them over to Deacon.
Oh no.
I'm leaving Dexy to you. Make sure that they're okay.
What?
Damn.
And I gave one, and then the last thing I do is pull. I had actually bought a heavy rifle myself,
Nice.
just going out. So we'll make we'll make sure that it's open for you. So that's like, ready, Delta?
Hell yeah. I would like to drive us into the middle of the fucking horde, like terribly surrounded,
Yes.
clambering up.
Is the Doombringer like on fire? Like it's just like a
Yes.
it's like a carnal rig. Like
So I'm guessing I should jump
Chiron's
off.
Ferry. Yeah.
Dakka and I
Yeah.
should jump off. Because
You kind of look at the look in our eyes, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get out. Thank you.
I have one last request, if that's okay.
Be my guest.
So I know we will technically not play it on air because of copyright, but still, Drink needs to be playing.
Yes.
All
As
right.
I hop off the Doombringer, I'm just going to take that last mortar, set it in the tube, just face down. It's okay. Just hit the button when you guys get there. Just hit the button.
Yes, very much turn to Deacon like, this is the time to actually get out of the truck.
I jump out. Yeah.
Drive us into the middle, assuming as we're getting overwhelmed, like, stand on the roof, emptying pistol. When pistol is done, bring out the knife.
Yeah, I'm just
Take
sitting
down
there.
as many as possible.
Exactly, just unloading round and round into it as well, and also taking out the multi-tool, which might or may not still have the alligator eye on it. Nobody's able to tell from that distance.
All right. Self-control checks for Dakka and Deacon.
Yeah, fair. That's a big inno. So
That'll be 2 to detachment.
yeah.
I make by 1.
Of course you do.
Phone.
Look at the
I'm
numbers
just gonna.
they got.
He just stands up and just salutes awkwardly.
Well, salute, lays down cover fire between me and Deacon. It's like, stop crying, you're the boss. Sink a grenade into the underbarrel, and just, this one's for you guys. Fire it at the mortar on top of Doombringer,
Yes.
so that they don't die screaming. I've got to
Nice.
give them the peaceful way out. Just the
A
relatively
black math
speaking.
subtraction. Yeah, black math subtraction. Yeah. All right. Ross,
Yep. Command.
hand roll.
Make it. I'll spend my last will to upgrade that to a crit, because if we don't make it this round, we're gonna fucking die.
So you want 2 points? You want 2 persuasion?
Yes, I do want 2 persuasion. Yes.
All right. I was so tempted to spend my last 2 GM points there, but I'm not going to do that. Not after what we've been through this last couple of months. So that'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to the casualties 9. With 6 points, you clear it by double.
Oh, thank God.
The sun comes up. It smells awful. There are fires burning everywhere. Reports are coming in through the Ubik network from all over the place. Every enclave took a beating, especially during that the especially around the midnight hour, oil.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like after a day of just hell, like you did it. You weathered Big Idiots.
Well, I know who the first martyrs of the Reformed Church are going to be. The first saints. All hail Saint Delta. All hail Saint Darlington.
Well, you can honor them that way, but they're going right here next to Dexy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roger runs up to Deacon.
Actually, Jason, would I have to look roll to see if the fox actually survived to come back?
Yeah, it made it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Hello, Roger. Who's a good dog? Yep.
You hear grinding as Dexy jogs up. Their gears pretty much completely caked with grime from point blank range minigun fire into casualties.
Jesus. Well,
it's gonna take weeks to disinfect this fucking thing.
Yep.
But you got the Ubik spec, so it's following loyally along.
Yep. All right. Oh boy. Yep. I now I understand what they mean when the living will envy the dead, because the dead don't have to clean this up.
Ad campaign.
Yep.
So, what did you guys think?
No, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That was cool. I really like the ongoing threat of the Blight just constantly getting stronger and stronger. Like that thematically is such a good mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and it's good because like the initial couple of times I ran this, like you guys just ruffle stomped the zombies. Like it wasn't even a real game. So it was like, yeah, no, we need to find a way to make it bad, which is almost with the exact opposite is you guys pretty much got bowled over the first couple of rounds.
Yeah.
It really
under you.
It would be credit, it really felt like a challenge.
Yeah, it did. It would be really interesting to run it like simulations of it again with the exact same setup because I would be interested in seeing like if there would be a way to like min-max it because like if I was doing it again, I would be like, everyone activate your asset on round 1 because they're at their weakest and we're at our strongest.
And that's exactly what I was expecting.
Okay.
Because that's
why we started with disengage.
Since you guys have all done this one at least once, if not several times, I was kind of expecting that to be your gamble was to just instantly just mass war assets, and I was like, all right, I got to weather your storm to throw mine back at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it'd been a while since I played it, so I didn't remember.
No, and I'm glad because honestly, while RPPR is going to listen to this, like there's Red Markets has a fan base outside of RPPR, and like. They aren't going to know, so they'll learn the hard way. Yep. That's good. Yep. Like you should. Like this is supposed to be hard. Like you're supposed to be able to lose this. I have, you guys don't know what Ross does because he's read the manuscript, but like, I've got like failure conditions. Like, Austin, I was debating whether I wanted to just be like, no, I'm just going to roll over you guys, and then like, we'll have one more episode. But no, I don't want to do that. No, so, Maddy's got too much work to do right now, and other things for RPPR to do.
Yeah,
but you guys could have. Yeah, if you guys lost, you could have withdrawn and tried again. Basically reconvene down the road. And tried to stop the storm again. Or you could have just died standing where you were. Like that is player fiat for a losing condition. But yeah.
I can kind of see it. Like the one problem with reconvening down the road and trying again is that first off, we'd be losing all of our war assets.
Yes, you would.
Second, we'd be losing all of the enclave that our war assets are based in, which is kind of a dick move. And there is that. Also did want to just throw this out for the fans because I know that somebody is going to be keeping score and want to know. Based off of rough numbers from that last part of the campaign, Dakka's final tallies are 347, then 22 bold on top of those, and then 3 squiggles on top.
Nice.
So good.
So, unless I might have missed a few in there, I'm not sure exactly how much splash damage all of that artillery was doing, so I was just kind of going off of the numbers on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is the debate, isn't it? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are high explosive weapons actually effective against zombies or not? Like that is a great debate on.
Now, when they're in close combat like that, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it, but like again, you still need to be clipping brainstems, you know. And I can assure you that is not how explosive force from high explosives works all the time. Sometimes it does, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it does kind of go in with that spot of fuzzy math.
Exactly.
I think I get a will at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
You did. By the way, Maddy, as has been the rest of the campaign, you were fine. Every fucking time you guys have been fine from your bite checks.
Yeah, but like Dexy got bit, took suppression, and got fucking murdered from it.
Yeah,
so
yep,
I was
Dexy
sort
took
of like,
suppressant. Darlington took suppressant.
Yeah.
Which is why 3 of those bold tallies have D's on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's also ironic that the 2 black math cultists are the ones who survive. At the
Right.
end.
I forgot
Weren't
for
they
this.
Dex technically? Weren't they technically?
no,
Dexy was.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. Yeah.
Well, out of
Wait,
the last 4 characters though, because like Delta
True.
was not and Darlington wasn't.
Nope.
Although they will be posthumously. So like, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
the thing is, they're going to be venerated as saints in both black math and reform black math because they may not have the silver tongue that Deacon does, but let's be honest, that much ink
Mhm.
kind of tells a story even without saying a word.
Mhm.
Man, I do love that. I think most of us had like 5 will. I know I had 5. I don't know about everyone else, but we had a
Yeah, that's another
of
thing too.
will.
There's no way in hell anyone's ever getting to this point in this campaign, you know, with like that much will, you know, like you guys came in as, you know, Hercules and still got freaking mauled on a bit. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, has to be said at the very end there. Every one of us went in with 5 will. I'm pretty sure that we all had at least a 4 in some other stat.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I had mine at 4s, especially for speed, and in all 3 of the different things that I could shoot. Because I was figuring that I was going to be emptying a lot of lead down range and raining a lot of steel from above. So, yeah.
Since all our character sheets are online, I think everybody used the Google Sheet, so I will. I guess I can put links to.
Yeah, we definitely all.
Oh
did
no!
that. Yep.
Oh no! Well, yeah, at least for some characters then. But yeah, I think we'll do a post-mortem for this campaign too. So
Okay.
we can talk
Looking
about.
forward to it.
Yep. So thank you all for listening. Please, if you haven't checked out Red Markets by now, check it out. And we'll talk to you all later.
To timestamp this in history, today a Red Markets fan film was released.
Oh yeah.
How to mention that.
So,
God, I need
so
one
yeah.
so bad.
Yep. Let's
we
make
need
a
to watch
deal.
that.
Yeah, it's only like 3.5 minutes, so it's very good.
I'll fire for
It's
watch
really
together.
good.
Yep. But yeah, yeah, timestamp. So thanks for listening. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.